Afternoon, ladies and gents. Today I'm going to give you a quick show around my 2023 Harley-Davidson Nightster Special. Apologise about the mess in my garage. A bit cramped for space at the moment. So this is a 2023 Harley-Davidson Nightster Special. It has a 975cc liquid-cooled Revolution Max engine. This is a bit controversial as it's not your typical Harley-Davidson air-cooled V-twin. It's a water-cooled, which is the modern version of their engines. The bike actually could do a bit of a clean. There's a few bugs I can see splattered around. It produces 90 brake horsepower and 70 foot-pounds of torque. It's got a 6-speed transmission, and the final drive is belt. As you can see down there, hopefully. The weight of the bike is 223 kilos. That's 492 pounds. However, you really don't notice that at all. It's very light in comparison to your average Harley-Davidson. But this one in particular, this model in particular, is very light because the fuel tank is under the seat. The fuel tank that you see here is actually the air cleaner. It's a dummy fuel tank, and this is actually a dummy air intake. So the air filter and everything is underneath that tank. It just slips off. The fuel tank is underneath the seat, as I just said. You pop the seat up, and that means that the centre of gravity on this bike is particularly low, which means that the handling is unbelievably easy. Front suspension on these is front 41mm Showa dual bending valve control forks with aluminium triple clamps. They're behind the cowling there. The rear suspension are dual outboard direct acting shock absorbers with coil springs. You can adjust the preload on those quite easily. There's a table in your handbook which gives you the various settings. The front brakes on these is a single disc. It's a Brembo single floating 320mm disc with a 4-piston caliper. The master cylinder and everything like that is also Brembo. The rear brake is a Brembo single 260mm solid rotor with a floating single piston caliper. You can see down here. The wheels on the Nightster Special are cast aluminium, and they're silver wheels, as you can see here. They're a much nicer design, I think, than the standard Nightster. They stand out quite well. This has the 4-inch TFT screen with Bluetooth connectivity for your navigation and your media. Connects very easily to your phone, no problem at all, and also to your Bluetooth headset on your helmet, like your Cardo or Senna system. The navigation is quite good. However, I then fitted this CarPuride system, which is your Apple CarPlay or your Android Auto CarPlay system. I don't know much about the Android system, but it's either or system. It works very well, very easy to fit. I will be fitting eventually a fairing which will cover this. The CarPuride system came before the fairing, so that's why that's been fitted. Very easy to fit, as you can see, and it's solidly mounted. So the bike has LED lights all round. And there are road modes So on this bike you have road, rain and sport mode. I ride mainly in sport mode because it just gives the nicest ride, I think. It has ABS, traction control and drag torque slip control system. So that drag torque slip control system basically helps if you drop it down a gear, it stops the wheels from locking up. That's the idea behind it. There's also a USB charging port, which is hidden around here underneath this little plug. It has cruise control, which the standard Nightster doesn't have, and also tyre pressure monitoring system. So there is a reasonable amount of tech on this. Now, the original exhaust that comes with this isn't particularly noteworthy, as in the sound it is horrific, it just sounds like a sewing machine. So I fitted this S&S slip-on exhaust, which certainly increases the sound and gives it a deeper rumble, and it farts and splutters when you come off the throttle. It still doesn't sound like a traditional Harley, but that's because of the type of engine that's fitted, but it makes it sound much nicer. The other thing that I fitted to this bike was the sissy bar and luggage rack. That's very easy to fit. You have to buy a fitting kit which extends the bolts, and then this is a quick release system so that the sissy bar can be taken off dead easy. I also fitted crash bars to the front. These are reasonably easy to fit, along with a radiator protector. That again was very easy to fit. Other than that, I haven't touched this bike. I haven't done any modifications to it because I don't think you really need much modifications. There are lots of different things you can buy for the covers for this. You can buy different foot pegs and gear, brake pedal, gear shifter, all sorts of things like that, but I haven't seen the need for that. The left side of the bike, if you can see from here, I don't know, it might be a bit too dark, isn't particularly tidy in regards to the engine. Harley haven't done a very good job on tidying this side of the bike up. However, the right side of the bike certainly looks its best. I'll open up the seat so that you can see inside there. So to open the seat, there's a little key on the side here. Oh, that's another difference between the standard and the Nightster S. The Nightster S, you get a pillion seat and pillion foot pegs. You don't get that on the standard. I also actually changed the seat out on this. This is a more comfy seat compared to the stock seat. So to open the seat, sorry about that, turn the key, and there we go. Underneath here we have the fuel tank filler, and we have a socket for charging the battery on one of the trickle chargers, and you have two additional connectors for, they're supposed to be for plugging in heated jackets and such like. However, I have my carpet wired into that. All in all, I think this is an excellent bike. Because of its low weight and 90 brake horsepower, it is particularly rapid. It likes to ride on the higher revs. You notice it when it gets to 4,000 revs, that and above, that's its happy zone. Anything lower than that, it seems to not struggle or anything like that, but you notice the difference. You feel much more comfier once the revs go up. So let's see what it's like out on a ride.
We've been cleared for takeoff. Bye.